Hey guys, Sean Media just want to do a big shout out to Rugby League Coffee Lounge. All the best this year, 2020.
Alright, oh, yeah! Fuck!
Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia, and welcome to the England versus Tonga preview for Game 1 of the Test series between England and Tonga, which is going to be played over in the UK in the three-match Test series. I'm looking forward to it. It begins on Monday morning for me here in Australia, so 12:30 a.m. is not that bad of a time slot for me, so I will be tuning in and I am looking forward to it as well. But before I go through the teams and get into the preview and get into my prediction and whatnot, I just want to say that if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and thank you very much for tuning in once again. Now, this has been live streamed on a Saturday afternoon, so fairly short notice. I do apologize. I would have liked to have done this during the week, but I didn't announce the squads to fairly late in the week, so I didn't really want to do a preview without seeing the actual teams first. But it is what it is, and we're here now, so it's going to be fantastic. And just quickly, guys, I as you can see on the bottom part of your screen there, yours truly, Nick from Australia, have joined up with NRL Lids. You can get a 10% discount on all NRL caps. Use the discount code NFA. So if you go into my description below, you'll see the NRL Lids link. You press on the link and you can have a look at all the NRL hats I got on there, the caps. And if you want to get ones, you can get a 10% discount code off it if you use the code NFA. So I've got some great hats on there, man. Some great NRL hats. You got Dragons hats. You got all your favorite NRL teams on there. So 10% off is a very good deal. Just use the discount code NFA. I would really appreciate it. And if you do happen to purchase one and you use the code, let me know. Would be fantastic. But also hello to everyone that's tuning in. Hello to Josh Rabbitohs 2023. Hello to SS Storm fan. Hello to Jason Reader. And hello to everyone else that's watching all over the world. What we're going to do first, we're going to get into the Tonga team. We'll go through them, go through their side, and we'll go through it and we'll see what they got right and what they got wrong, because there are a few players on both these sides here that are actually unavailable for the whole series. So we'll start with Tonga, and they've actually gone with Wuhopawade at fullback. On the wings, I got Stafford Toa and Young Caller from Manly. In the centers, Will Panasini and Moses Suli. In the halves, I got Tuilolo here and Isaiah Katoa. Fanua Blake and Moe Fodawaker in the front row. I got Havili at hooker. Tyson Frizzell and Keon Kalamatangi in the back row. Felice Kafusi at lock forward. I got Dion Tapua at jersey 14 alongside Tavita Totola at 15. Hamoli Olakawatu in 16 and Hame Sele in the 17, and Eli Katoa and Comrade Hurrell at 18th and 19th man. Now, having a look at this Tongan side, I think it's a very strong team. I would have preferred Caller at fullback over Wuhopawade, but I guess Tonga want to go with the safe option there. And look, Hopawade at fullback is a good choice, simply experience-wise. I think Tonga want to go with the experience just for the first game. I think Caller on the wings, he'll do a job out there. Backline, I've got no problem with the backline. Lola here in the halves with young Katoa. Again, not really sure what else that they're meant to do with the halves. I think that is the only logical choice. Go with Lola here and Isaiah Katoa, so not bad at all. The forward pack's very good, but the one thing I would change for Tonga. I think Hamoli Olakawatu should be starting in the back row. I think Hamoli Olakawatu should be starting over Tyson Frizzell or even Keon. But you know what? It is what it is. I think Hamoli starting would be better. They still, Tonga might even make a late change. They might even start Hamoli late in the game and bring on Kafusi to the bench or something. I'm not too sure, but I would have went with that. But either way, it's a very powerful bench. I mean, Tonga's bench is a nightmare. I mean, you got Totola, you got Hame Sele, you got Hamoli Olakawatu. Like, it's a very, very big bench for Tonga. And to be completely honest with you, I think Tonga have named a very, very strong team. Now, let's get to the England team. Now, they haven't actually named their 1 through to 17, but they've named the squad. Now, there are a few outs for England. They have named the 19-man squad. There is no George Williams. There is no Herbie Farmworth. There is no Dominic Young. So England are a little bit under strength going into this, but they still have a lot of experience as well. Now, let's have a look at the England squad. They've got John Bateman, Tom Burgess, Liam Farrell, Chris Hill, Darryl Clark, Tom Johnson, Toby King, Morgan Knowles, Matty Lees, Mikey Lewis, Tommy Makinson, Mike McMeekin, Robbie Mulhern, Harry Newman, Victor Radley, Harry Smith, Danny Walker, Elliot Whitehead, and the captain, the youngest captain in England rugby league history, Jack Welsby, will be the captain for England, which is something that I did not see coming. I thought they might have went, Elliot Whitehead for the very last time, maybe a Liam Farrell or a Tom Burgess, John Bateman. But England are looking towards the future by the looks of this. So Jack Welsby as captain is an interesting decision. Now, I'm going to try and put together the England team in front of me here. Now, there are a few outs. So having a look at it, I think Jack Welsby will probably play fullback. The wingers will be Tom Johnson and Tom Johnson will be on one wing. And the other winger will be Tommy Makinson. The centers, it will be probably Harry Newman and Toby King, I would say. Halves will be Mikey Lewis at 5'8", and Harry Newman not Harry Newman. Mikey Lewis at 6, and Harry Smith will be at halfback. Tom Burgess will probably be in the front row with Matty Lees. Darryl Clark will be the hooker. The back row. Fuck me, Dad. I'm live on YouTube. Fuck off. The back row will probably be John Bateman and Liam Farrell. Lock forward. I mean, you got to go Morgan Knowles at lock forward. And on the bench, I mean, the bench is probably going to look like Danny Walker. Well, Danny Walker, fucking Chris Hill. Who else is there? Robbie Mulhern probably gets a bench spot along with Mike McMeekin. So that's probably how they're going to go about it. I think Radley at 13 is very dangerous as well. So, again, it could be wrong. They might name a different team, but, I mean, it's right in front of me. So it's hard to really put together without positions because they're all over the place here. But, look, I think England versus Tonga, honestly, I think it's going to be a really good series. I'm looking forward to all 3 games. I'll be watching all 3 games and reviewing all 3 games at full time as well. So I will be extremely invested in this. Now, as good as the Pacific Championships are, obviously, the Australia, New Zealand, Samoa, Fiji, Cook Islands, Papua New Guinea, as good as that tournament will be, I don't think anything will be better than this. I think England versus Tonga in the 3-game test series, I think this is going to overshadow it all. This is going to be fantastic. Now, England, for me, they're in a little bit of trouble for this first game. They are under strength a little bit. They got a few injuries. Obviously, George Williams not there for the first game. That's a big, big loss. Massive loss there, in my opinion. No Dominic Young. He's had something come up. I think he got injured or something. Something come up where he's been ruled out. I think Herbie Farmworth's not playing in this whole tournament because of injury. So I mean, England do have a few issues at the moment. Obviously, Tonga, no Jason Taumalolo, no David Fifita. So both teams have got their injuries, but I look at it like this, man. Like George Williams, like that's a fucking massive loss for England. But it's going to be a really good game nonetheless. Now, let's have a look at the odds. The odds. England are the favourites. Obviously, with it being in England, that's probably why they are the slight favourites here. England at $1.55 favourites. Tonga at $2.45. So, value for Tonga. Apologies, I don't know what's going on my fucking computer. It's just playing up a bit this afternoon. But look, I think having a look at it, England versus Tonga, it's going to be a really good series nonetheless. Now, as in terms of who I think wins in the series, because it's obviously there's 3 games, I think England will win the series 2-1. But I'm actually going to go out on a limb here and say that on Monday morning, when these sides play, the first game, I believe, was at St. Helens, is at the totally wicked stadium there at Saints. It's at St. Helens. I actually think Tonga are going to cause an upset in the first game. Now, that might not be a popular opinion to some people, and it might be a bold opinion, but I don't know. I think with the outs to England, I think Tonga can get away with the first game. I really do. I think it's going to be extremely interesting, and I'm gonna go for the upset, guys. I think Tonga will win the first game. I think George Williams is a huge loss, and I think Tonga can get away in an upset. So I'm going to go with a score prediction of Tonga 20, England 16, Tonga by 4 in the first game. I'm going to go first try scorer to be, I'm going to go with Moses Suli as the first try scorer in game 1. And as an anytime try scorer, I reckon anytime try scorer, I reckon Victor Radley can get over the try line at some point as well. So Moses Suli to score first, Victor Radley to score anytime. Tonga to beat England in the first game by 4 points, 20 points to 16. And if I had to pick a player of the game, if I had to pick a player of the game, then I'm going to say that I would say Aden Fanil-Blake will be the player of the game in the first match. So AFB to be player of the game from game number 1. But anyway, guys, that will conclude the England versus Tonga Game 1 preview. If you're new around here, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know your tip for the England versus Tonga Game 1 out of the free game series between these two sides. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon, and I'm going to go and tune into New Zealand versus Samoa, which is about 20 minutes away. But anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of the afternoon, and I'll see you in the New Zealand Samoa review. Anyway, until later, see you then.